in the playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll use the ground game here. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now it's 2nd down here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
When this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield and pick up the first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon Achane and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
Spinning out of the tackle. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Aggies pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the ball is picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision by the quarterback, steps in front of it for the interception. And now they've got great field position here early in this game.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Same tailback, another carry. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Down play for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's got it for a big gain. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. The Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. There's the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. He hands it off from the gun. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Finds an open target on the left side. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Trying the old counter play here. Spins away from defenders. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection and counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards on first down.
It's an important first down on that running play. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Here comes a handoff. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
And the pass ball is incomplete as time expires in the first quarter.
UCF 7, Texas A&M 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Play action fake, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Aggies come to the line to run the hurry-up. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Needs a completion here on 4th down. If he finds his target, he has the first. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Offense set up. This is play number 10 in this series. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks left and finds his target there. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Snags the quick throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. An explosive play, moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He dumps it off to the tight end. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds.
But a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes a quick grab. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown. Nice. Strong game by this quarterback. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Texas A&M getting set for their 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. The pass rush closing in. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Direct snap to the back. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He did not.
Carry.
A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble now. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick this away to begin the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll bring it down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And here's the handoff. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's a quick grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The Knights will have first and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Boy, the quarterback gets trailed on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Here's the second down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Defense looking to keep the pressure on. Third down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris. I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
They'll kick it away here. And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. UCF offense back out on the field now. They had had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
You set her down to the offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Close to the tight end. Catch is made down the middle.
Good enough for another UCF.
1st down here for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short. Second down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a 1st and goal for the offense.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's that offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff testing the middle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it right near the end zone. Oh, and he goes down after a short gain. That's not enough for the 1st down. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. This one is right through. And with that, they regain the lead. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
Turner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? QB decides to keep it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Breaks free. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And is going to fire this one deep down the middle. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in the football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk. But with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
And the sophomore has got him for a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the market.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Here we are, late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, third and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call.
Heck of a job here by the defense on this third down to keep them short of the first down. Now it's fourth down, and an interesting decision for this offense. With the lead, do they punt the ball away, or do they go for it?
No problem. Knocks it right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Here comes a first down pass attempt. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. Second and long, backed up at the 7-yard line. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's going to pull it down and run. Finding space at the 20. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. The Aggies come to the line in a hurry up.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down. They're going to throw the football. Caught quickly. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Quick spin on the run. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Chris, you've got to be able to tackle better than that. Not only that, the missed tackles, he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. These are the fundamentals of the game. These missed tackles that could cost them the football game.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And a quick spin move there before he's dropped. Decent pickup on the play. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They test the middle, but gets stuck. That one goes nowhere. They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? Can he make it to the marker? And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Aggies line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. And the offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock. Offense facing 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal, and this offense is down. Needs this. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing him the game.
Right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? And he's brought down, and that should do it for the ball game. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.